Arch Manning is officially the face of Texas football in 2025. The Longhorns enter the SEC with more hype than ever. Arch is the preseason Heisman Trophy favorite at plus 700, and Texas is not only favored to win the SEC at plus 270, but they're also sitting as the favorite to win the national championship at plus 550. But can Arch Manning live up to all the hype and deliver on these sky-high expectations? Let's dive into what to expect this season, game by game, and where Texas will shine or stumble. Arch Manning has waited his turn. After 2 seasons learning the system, he now steps in as QB1 for the Texas Longhorns. He's already shown flashes of brilliance: 26 completions on 31 attempts, 325 yards, and 2 TDs against Michigan State last year, proving he can be efficient, calm, and poised on a big stage. But now, he has an entire season in the SEC spotlight. The question is simple. Can he carry the weight of being a Manning in the most cutthroat conference in college football? Odds makers think so. Arch Manning is the betting favorite for the Heisman at plus 700, which tells you just how much confidence sportsbooks have in his talent. Texas is the favorite to win the SEC in their first official season, sitting at plus 270, just ahead of Georgia and Alabama. They're also plus 550 to win the College Football Playoff National Championship, just ahead Ohio State and Georgia. This is a team loaded with returning talent, 12 starters back, including offensive weapons like Quintrevion Wisner, and a secondary anchored by Michael Taffe. Head coach Steve Sarkisian says the plan is simple: maximize Arch's decision-making and add more designed QB runs to fully unlock his athleticism. But the real test is coming in their brutal 2025 schedule. Here's where the season will be won or lost. The Texas 2025 schedule. August 30th, Ohio State, on the road. They open against the defending national champions in Columbus. This is the measuring stick game. If Arch wins here, he becomes the clear-cut Heisman frontrunner overnight. Red River Rivalry versus Oklahoma in Dallas. Always a high-emotion game, and Oklahoma will want revenge after back-to-back losses. At Georgia. The Bulldogs are still stacked, and Athens is one of the toughest environments in the country. This might be Arch's biggest individual challenge of the season. At Florida. A classic SEC road trap. Humid, loud, and physical. Season finale versus Texas A&M. A rivalry game with SEC West implications. 6 ranked teams. 4 brutal road trips. This is where we'll find out how real the Longhorns are. So where will Arch Manning excel in 2025? High IQ defenses. He thrives when he can diagnose coverages, so expect him to pick apart teams like Florida or A&M who have young secondaries. Home games in Austin, Texas Memorial Stadium will be electric, and Manning will have the crowd behind him in must-win SEC matchups. Tempo games. Sark loves quick-hitting plays, and Arch's decision-making is tailor-made for RPOs and spread formations. Where could he struggle? Elite defensive fronts. Georgia and Ohio State can pressure with just 4 linemen, forcing Arch off his rhythm. Noise on the road. Athens and Gainesville will be hostile. First-year SEC QBs often make mistakes in those environments. Heisman pressure. Being the guy means every interception becomes a headline. How does he respond if adversity hits early? From a betting perspective, here's what we're looking at. Texas to win the SEC at plus 270. Solid value if they survive the road gauntlet. Texas to win the national championship at plus 550. Worth a sprinkle if they beat Ohio State early. Arch Manning to win the Heisman at plus 700. He's the favorite, but remember, one bad road game could tank those odds fast. The upside is huge. If Manning wins the opener at Ohio State, his Heisman number will drop to plus 300 overnight. Timing your bet is key here. So, can Arch Manning deliver on all the hype? The talent is there. The weapons are there. The expectations? Astronomical. If he beats Ohio State in Week 1, Texas becomes the team to beat for the SEC and the national title. But one slip up on the road, and the pressure will mount fast. Prediction? Texas finishes 11-1, wins the SEC, and makes the college football playoff. Arch Manning? He'll at least be a Heisman finalist, if not the winner. What do you think? Will Arch Manning live up to the family legacy and take Texas to the promised land? For more college football previews, betting tips, and Heisman insights, subscribe now and visit XBettor.com.